I am not looking forward to school traffic.
That is true. Although I saw them making some change. It won't be done for quite some time, but they were making some changes.
It's gonna make it worse.
You think so?
Yes. What do you mean, dude? Anytime they start construction on something, makes it worse down here in South Florida.
All right.
There's no way it's gonna be better.
I had to get my tickets ready.
Lottery tickets
for the gun show.
Oh.
No, for Wolverine and Deadpool.
Oh, you're going after the show?
Oh,
yeah.
Man. I've been doing my best to avoid spoilers and any sort of anything. It's hard. I've already seen so many. And this isn't a spoiler for Deadpool, but they had San Diego Comic-Con this weekend. Apparently Robert Downey Jr. is back in the fold. What the hell are we doing here? I can't focus, Tobin. I can't.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Hey.
Where?
So, Tobin, did you watch?
I started watching and
wasn't
great, right?
No, it was not the penultimate episode that it
initially. I was like, I kind of
I'm like
they
so,
rounded.
So,
they
so
rounded
now
up
anybody can ride a damn dragon.
Yeah, I was a little rats off a ship on it last night, man. To be honest with you, but I was kind of sleepy poos.
You gotta watch it. You gotta just watch it at 8 next week.
Yeah,
before the finale.
I mean, I'll try give it another.
It's like
this is.
I'm like, I couldn't wait. I was sitting. I had everything ready. I'm not moving. Right.
You know, I'm just sick of. I'm sick of Damon. I'm sick of him.
Right.
Listen,
we get it.
Damon and Aegon.
Yeah.
Patches O'Houlihan got to go. And they both have this like one. He's seeing ghosts, and I don't know why. He think the girl that he talking to is hitting him with a root or something. And then the other one is trying to off the real king so he can, be the rightful heir.
I mean, he seems like he's real king now. I mean, the other guy, he's
it's got to happen, right? They got to find out who did it. What happened to the king?
We saw what happened.
No. I'm saying nobody else knows. But the king told... The king told him, "I know everything."
Yeah, well.
So I'm wondering why he hasn't talked enough to tell everybody else.
Maybe he's waiting on that revenge. I don't know.
Oh no, he ain't. Listen, not for nothing. He's like what's his name? The Boneless. He's done.
The Boneless.
From
that man's a Applebee's appetizer.
No. From what the other show, the Vikings. Not the Vikings, but
yeah, he is the Vikings, the Boneless Kid.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy a truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
All right, we got some camp tweets. Camp tweets.
Ooh. Wait a minute. Why you had to bring out the big guns to?
Because I want to make sure I got this right. Because I have a couple of camp tweets that are exciting.
Oh,
from Omar
really?
Kelly.
Let's hear it.
He says, "This is a nice battle between Patrick Paul and Chop Robinson today in the first day in pads. Chop's speed doesn't bother Paul, and Chop doesn't have the power to manhandle the 6'8", 320-pounder. Sounds like business.
Now, now I'll buy more into that than what you were doing the last week.
The Great Paul of Miami.
Yeah, that's what I was going with. That's what I was going with.
He's a moose.
There you go.
He's big.
Yeah.
Now, where are they gonna play him at? Where are they gonna play him?
Wherever Teron Armstead is not.
All right. Now here's the big concern. Omar also tweets, a bad QB to center exchange ended Tua's 11-on-11 rep. Him and Aaron Brewer need to work on their exchange. And then not minutes later, second bobbled snap for Aaron Brewer and a snap to Tua. We got issues, boys.
Hey,
we got issues.
We got issues.
We got issues.
Dude.
No, let me explain something to you.
Come on.
I'm going to explain to you why this happens. Okay. In this offense, the center moves a lot. Right? They move him left, right, pull him. They're very athletic with their offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't done it in a while, you sometimes step before you snap. And so these problems happen. They get worked out in camp. That's what you do. It's camp for a reason.
Oh, I'm like,
So don't get caught up. Don't get caught up.
I'm a little nervous about it.
So,
Why can't anybody snap right though in this offense? Because like Connor Williams, he was a mauler, but he had his bad snaps.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Eichenberg.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why.
Kept me up.
Their center in this offense is very mobile, and it's an added issue to be able to run and snap the ball. It's not like a lot of centers you snap and you go just one couple steps left or a couple steps right, right? They're pulling, they're running, they're moving. It's a lot of movement. So if you haven't done it, it takes you a while to get acclimated to it. It's not, that's what camp is for. Please don't get, oh my goodness.
Oh my God. I'm just a little uneasy.
After the first day?
This has been a thing. It's been a theme. Week 1 themes have been 2 things. Tua's contract, bad snaps.
It'll come. It'll come.
Hope so.
It will. That's here. Do you understand that this is what camp is for? Like if you went through a camp and never had any mistakes, I'd be nervous as hell.
Really?
Yeah.
Mistakes are good?
Because you fix them now. I mean, if a quarterback didn't throw a pick in camp, that means he's not pushing the envelope. He's not trying anything. And I'm gonna see he's gonna have 15 completions for 45 yards. That's what that sounds like.
We don't have any, for how many snaps should one need to get your snaps right?
If you haven't been in an offense that requires a lot of movement in your center, it takes a minute.
I feel like we need
Don't get caught up in it.
I feel like we need the scene from Ghost where like Tua's wrapping around Aaron Brewer making some pottery together, you know?
Okay. I don't think there's probably other alternatives.
Dude,
a pot together.
Listen.
Oh,
and if I'm Tua, I'm saying, buddy, I spent half the day with my hand between your legs. We are not doing pottery. Okay?
Mike McDaniel did address bad snaps yesterday from Brewer. He says bad snaps don't bother him like they used to.
I've become like more wise in my coaching years, and snap issues used to just trigger me to all end. Now the process, I still get triggered, but it's really fast because it is a part of the process that you do have to understand when you have quarterbacks and centers and guards playing with different people at the beginning of the camp, and you're using multiple snap counts and you're going against multiple looks. It is something that I'm used to. You wish it didn't happen, but the main thing is you want to see some improvement and development as the time goes on. If you have the same issues with the same players continuously, that's when it's a huge red flag. Otherwise, you're just making sure that the issues that you had are addressed and worked on, and then hopefully those are corrected. We just want them corrected early.
Hey,
when's early?
Is that not exactly what I?
Yeah, but then Aaron Brewer goes out there today and he has more issues. So
because keep in mind, it is the first day in pads.
All right. So like, well, how many days of excuses does he get?
I don't like.
At what point do I need to bring in Mike Pouncey for a clinic?
I'm not an offensive line coach. Okay. I don't know how quick they should be picking it up, but I do know that I've seen it. Like it happens.
What about
like it's like when a guy comes in here. I've had guys come to a new team that never did shotgun. Are we supposed to expect him to be perfect at shotgun as soon as he comes in? No, you're going to get a couple of strays.
What are OTAs for? I mean, like if anything's going to come out of the offseason training programs,
it's different, dude. That's the whole point I was making.
What about this?
It's different. It's different doing it with no helmet on and whatever, and then having people in front of you. It's different.
Tell me about what you think of this. All right. We put them indoors, right? And then we turn off the lights in the training facility, and then it's all about feel, right? No senses.
Here's
we just
why.
go. We just feel pigskin.
Here's why. Coaching point. You need to be able to see them to see why they're doing it and correct it.
Okay, but we know why. There just seems to be something
No,
off.
you don't know why. You don't
Some
know what
dance
the
partners
issue
just
is.
don't go well
You-
together. Maybe they just need.
Sometimes they move before they snap, and therefore the ball is short. Means that it never gets all the way up. It hits the bottom foot, the bottom hand, which is terrifying because you can break a finger that way.
Tua is right there with Brew, and he's like, "Hey, Brew, we need to get this under control.
They'll do some extra work.
Do some extra work, but do it in the dark. All right. So all that we have is
do it in the dark.
Oh, you can do it.
Here,
It's all about feeling, really. You're not looking.
Dumbass.
Hmm?
How are you going to correct it if you don't know what the issue is?
I think the issue seems to be feel right now.
Yeah,
No, it's not.
They gotta
Sure.
get locked in.
It has okay. If the
Their
ball's short,
chakras.
if
Mhm.
the ball's short, then why? Is it
Okay.
because he's trying to step too soon, or is it because he's trying to get out of there, or is it because he's short arming it, or is it because the quarterback's not giving him opening his hands wide enough and it's not a good pocket? You need to see those things. You can't do it in the dark.
What if?
I'm not. No.
One more.
No.
One more.
No.
Is
No.
at what point in the relationship? Please.
Dude, why
At what
do
point?
you guys?
Just.
I love football.
I need your locker room
I really
expertise
do.
here.
I
No.
love
This
football,
is.
and-
I genuinely need your expert opinion on this.
No, you don't.
No, I do.
want
I
my
really do. I
expert
swear to
opinion.
God, I
I've
do.
been giving my expert opinion, and you
I
just
swear to
dismissed
God.
it as if it's mean nothing.
I just want to know something.
Then why are you laughing?
What? Because you're looking at me funny. Like,
No, I'm not looking at you funny. I'm looking at you mad as hell.
It's a dead giveaway.
How's that funny? No.
At what point in your relationship? Okay, Brewer and Tua, they've known each other now 3 weeks.
Yeah.
When can you go up to him and be like, Brew, you're a little too moist?
Oh, okay. A little too moist out there.
When does that happen in the relationship?
If that's what you're worried about, you ain't worried about quarterbacking because I'm going to tell you.
Maybe we should
I'm
double up.
I'm going to tell you. All quarterbacks aren't dealing with a baby bottom filled with baby powder, right? No. It's not, no. It's like you've been out there running around playing football for 2 hours.
I understand. Maybe he's not used to this. It's humid down here. So maybe Brew's just not used to it. He's just like, Brew, sure, a little moist. We gotta go double undies.
So I really don't want to inform you guys. You know what a silent count is?
Tappy tap.
Tap a cheek. Tap a cheek.
Tap tap.
I know when we do silent count, there's certain offenses where you do silent count and the center does the cadence.
But you didn't answer my question. When is the time in the relationship you can tell a guy is a little too moist?
Yeah, for sure.
That's what the towel on the ass is for.
Maybe they need an extra towel. I don't know.
You know who steals towels? Christian.
Listen, I'm more than sure that the fumbles have nothing to do with moisture. Okay. Quarterbacks have been dealing with moisture in Miami for years. So
Certainly Tua has, but not Brew.
Really? I'm more than sure he's not been the sweatiest football player. I promise you.
All right.
And the good thing is, Tua's not that tall. Just imagine if your quarterback was 6'5" and had to get up in there, right? And then he tries to pull out fast too. He tried to get out while the center's trying to move, asking for problems.
Back after this.